I thank the gentleman for his fine speech, and I call upon the government whip to take the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we on the side of the government really do not understand why it is such a bad thing that we want smarter, prettier and happier people in society. We think that is a very excellent idea, and so I'm very happy to stand on this side of the house and summarize this debate and show you why. I will show you first of all what the harms and the benefits are of this proposal, and then I will show you that nature isn't perfect, so tampering with nature is absolutely fine. But before this, some extensive rebuttal. The previous speaker started by saying, we have all equally valuable lives, so, we can't say that we really prefer one over the other. We say, we're saying that life maybe is, we can't say that somebody is worth more than another, but the entire thing is that part of having a valuable life and a meaningful life is being able to enjoy your life. There are certain things that prevent you from truly enjoying your life. If you're smarter, you can go, to a better school, you can get a better job, you can earn more money. If you're more attractive, people like you better. If you're very, very obese, there's no one, or very deformed in your face, this can hinder you in social relationships. There are certain things that hinder you from becoming happier. And what we're suggesting here is taking away those hindrances, and we think that is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Now, then he said, you're changing your identity and this is legitimate. We don't understand why. He said, because we've said, the politician already told you, we change our identity constantly in so many ways. Why does the fact that it happens gradually or not really, really matter? Plastic surgery is quite drastic as well, but that they are perfectly fine with. So how is this different? And then he talks about, equality. No, thank you. If I become better, that harms somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, deal with it. That is the society we live in. We aren't all equal. And right now, some people are better than others. And there's nothing you can do about it. The fact that somebody was born with an IQ of 180, that makes also somebody with an IQ of 100 look worse. But now, right now, you can't do anything about it. So I don't see what your point is there. No, thank you. And then he talks about, but you're harming the fetus. And as such, you are depriving the fetus from autonomy. Ladies and gentlemen, everything a woman does during her pregnancy under that definition deprives the fetus from his autonomy. Whatever she eats, whatever she drinks, whatever she smokes. So I think that point is quite ridiculous. So, going into my first point of harms versus benefits. So, the first opposition came here, no thank you, not right now. First opposition came here and gave us a long list of all the harms of this proposal. So let's have a look at these, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, they said, the parent won't love and accept their child because it didn't live up to their expectations if something went wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, we've already shown you a side proposition. There are always expectations from a child, and parents learn to deal with it. When a woman is pregnant, she can do whatever she can, try to eat as healthy as she can, and take all kinds of supplements to make the child as smart as possible, and hope that it turns out this way. And then when it does, they kind of learn to love their child, because it's theirs. And it's not like, you're not good enough, so now we're just going to hate you. You don't have to go for it.
So even if prices drop eventually, won't the rich always have exclusive access to the most advanced, most cutting-edge technology to further disproportionately advance their children?
No. And that is exactly the second thing I was going to say. The second harm that you listed, which you now very well did for me, so I don't have to repeat it, is this idea of social mobility, and only the rich will have it. Well, first of all, what I'd like to know about this objection is that they accept that it is good. Their only problem is that it's not accessible to everyone. So you know what? Fine, we'll make it accessible to everyone. If that is your big objection, we will deal with it. And besides that, Leo has also shown you that the moment that medication becomes more and more available over time, and not just that the poor people want this, because this gives them a meaning as something that really is meaningful for their child in order to help it advance, just like sending it through a good school. And companies know this, so they also have an incentive of making it available, especially to the poor, because they are especially interested in this, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, we think it will absolutely be available to them, and if not, we will do everything that we can to make it available to them. No, thank you. And this also leads me to the major benefit of this proposal, which we have brought you as second proposition. Because right now, we live in a random world, ladies and gentlemen. How well you succeed in society, how successful you are, how happy you are, largely depends on what talents you are born with. whether you were born attractive, whether you were born smart, whether you were born with an amazing talent. All these things are absolutely random, and nobody has control over it. Yet and based on that is how we get rewarded in life later on. We think this is inherently, I'll take it in a minute, this is inherently unfair, ladies and gentlemen, because we have no control over it. We can't do anything about it. So what we are suggesting here is allowing you to change it, allowing you to influence this. And this gives true equality, because that means that everybody now can have some influence on whether they are intelligent or whether they are attractive and try to get a better life. Yes?
So again, what will happen to the motivation and appreciation of normal children who know they are inferior to those superhumans you allow the rich to make?
The same thing as what happens today to people who are less smart than others. It's the situation we have today already, that some people are smart and some people are not. The people who are less smart, they will go and work harder to whatever they want. But just because there are very, very smart people, or very, very beautiful people, or very, very talented people, that doesn't mean that, you know, the people that don't have this special talent now just sit back and do nothing. What we are simply doing here, ladies and gentlemen, is not, you know, making people more advantaged than others. Is what we're doing here is giving a means to have accessibility to talent for all. So very quickly to my second point. Nature isn't perfect, because we've heard this weird idea that, you know, nature, superhumans are bad, and we don't understand why, ladies and gentlemen, because they have not explained. They have not explained why it is inherently bad to tamper with nature. And this is also what Leo has shown, because we do it all the time. That is the nature of medicine. That is the nature of the fact that we get medical treatment. If we left it up to nature, we would all die very, very young and very, very miserable, ladies and gentlemen. So what we are doing here is just another extension of the entire idea of medication and the entire idea of making humans better. We think it is an excellent idea. So, ladies and gentlemen, what have we shown you? We have shown you that currently, under the status quo, where talent is given away randomly, this is unequal and this is unfair. And what we are doing here is enhancing equality, ladies and gentlemen. We think that is a good thing. We don't think that nature is something absolutely that stands above everything, that we can't tamper with it. We do it all the time, and we should do it especially here, because talent and intelligence and all of that determines how happy you want to live, and we want happy people in our society. I call upon you to propose.